Chat, what is up? One really funny thing about iRacing is every time you do a new race, you have to update something. And look at this 6 megabyte update for the Super Formula car. Mate, what are they possibly changing 6 megabytes on this car? Yeah, we actually changed the angle of the suspension by 0.23 millimeters. Look, I sound like I'm complaining. I'm not. It's honestly a pretty cool thing about iRacing that they're like always changing, updating every single little detail. But it is just funny sometimes. Anyways, here we are in qualifying. I freaking love driving this Super Formula car. If you race on iRacing, you definitely should try this car out. It's so light, ton of downforce. You can just push it so much. It has so much grip. It feels like an F1 car, but it's a lot easier to race and more fun. It is really easy to do that, though.
The officials think you're playing games out here with the way you're driving. Your lap times will be deleted until you reset the car and try again.
Dang, bro. Bro, he was cooking me. Yeah, that wasn't my best quali ever. I'm P15, bro. But if you know, you know. Monza turn 1 is a death trap, so I'm just going to keep it nice and clean, and I bet I'll get a good result in this race.
Green, green, green.
Don't hit me, please. That is always so scary when the car in front of you starts so slow. Like, I always just think I'm going to get hit from behind because people never react in time. But we got off the line unscathed. Now let's see if we can make it through the first chicane.
Car on your left.
Please don't.
There's an incident
Oh,
ahead.
that guy
Go there,
stuck it
watch
up
your
the
line.
inside. And then this guy, oof.
Clear on the left.
Stanislav, bro. Tough start for him. And honestly, tough start for us because I had to stop so I didn't hit that guy. So now we're pretty far behind the pack. I picked up a few more positions later on in the first lap. You just see smoke everywhere, body parts flying everywhere. Guys, this, when you just see a bunch of people crashed out in front of you, free positions, it's like the iRacing version of finding a gold scar in Fortnite, honestly. I picked up another couple of spots on lap 2 when some more people crashed.
Alright, man, we got one stopped up ahead.
Oh my.
Ouch.
So I'm alive, I'm still driving, no damage, but I had to be so careful and slow that now I'm really far behind. I'm pretty much last. Well, actually second to last because as you can see here, Johan Gonzalez
Cameron,
is
do you have
5.8 behind me. And he was going off. He was insane. And he caught up to me on lap 9. He has a huge run, so I'm not going to try to defend this. I give him the inside.
Left. All clear, all clear.
He gets the move done, and so now I'm just going to focus on getting a good exit out of this chicane so I can try to set something up for the next one. Now I have a really good run on him with the slipstream. He decides to defend the inside,
Car on your left.
and I'm
Stay
late on
right,
the
clear on
brakes
the left.
and get the move back. It looks like we might be having a great fight on our hands for last place in this race. We were also beginning to catch the car in front, Arturo.
We got a slow car up ahead.
Oh,
Go
he's
left.
off. That's huge because it puts me in the top 10, and I'll take a P10 out of this race, honestly. But Johan has a huge run. I decide not to defend because I don't think he'll dive bomb me here. I think he'll do it on
Yeah,
the
one
main
on your
straight,
right.
but he decides to go for it. I
Stay
leave
left.
him the space.
All clear, all clear.
Now I'm actually glad he passed me there because I can get in his slipstream and try to attack him into turn 1 and 2 now. So I'm going to stay right behind him and then at the last second fake like I'm going to dive bomb him, which makes him kind of shit himself, and he brakes too late and runs wide. And now he has one of those slowdown penalties, so he has to give me the position back, which he does later on in the lap in the exit of the second Lesmo.
Car on your right. Clear on the right.
So now we're back where we were last lap, and we have only a few laps to go to secure this top 10. I I'm really having to dig deep in the bag of tricks for this one. You know, it kind of sucks having to drive this hard for P10, but now we're trying to break the slipstream because we know he's probably going to dive bomb me into the parabolica. I decide to defend this time.
Why would you run me like that?
And then he just runs into me on the freaking straight. Okay, look at this. I was taking the piss with the weaving, but then I decide to defend. And I just want to stop it right here. So this green car guy right here, he should be on the white line on the left. That's the line. Like, that's how you drive this corner. You start on the left to open up the entry because it's a right-hand corner, right? He sees me defending, and he's like, oh, okay, I'm going to trap him down there on the right side of the track because then my entry into the corner is really compromised. So he's like, I'm going to do this pro move. I'm going to put my car right next to his so he can't, like, get left to open up the entry. It's just like, bro, why would you try to run 1 pixel off of my car? Like, give me some space, bro. There's not that much gray on the right side of my car. I can't go much more right. But no worries. Sometimes that stuff just happens. This track is really fun to race at, and it's also really fun improving the lap time every lap. And I noticed here on corner entry that I left so much on track limits, and that actually makes a big difference for your lap time. It's really fun trying to add those little details into your driving, but it's even more fun racing people, and there's a lot of good racing in this one.
Green flag, green flag.
Watch this guy on my left here. Oh, that could have been it. That could have been race over. Can we have more close escapes like that lap 1? Let's see.
Got one on your right. Car on your right. Your left.
That guy pretty much stops. But I was able to avoid him, luckily. Now I see these two guys, Nate and Gabriel. They're going at it into the second chicane. There could be a crash. We could pick up the pieces, or we could just get closer. We got someone coming from nowhere in the mirrors. And 2 people stopped up ahead. It's just good to not be in that. Now 2 cars up ahead are going side by side into Ascari, and this is not gonna turn out well for them, I bet. Oh yeah, this blue guy, he's getting past. Now look at this purple guy in the mirrors. He kind of has an insane run right now. And he's gonna go 3 wide. Now chat, I'm scared right now. I'm scared this purple guy is gonna send it into this corner on the guy he's next to and then go into me, which he does, but luckily the car behind me backs out so that I can back out too, because now there's this long straight coming up. We're gonna get another opportunity to pass this guy. Now I'm in the slipstream. You see the red light flashing on the back of his car. He activated the push to pass because he doesn't want the dive bomb here, but I gotta give it to him.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Honestly, I broke as late as I could there without, like, running him off the track if he decided to stick to it. And he broke later, so fair play. But he got a really good exit, and he's hot on that red car up in front. And this is, like, the perfect range for some action to happen. Oh, they touch. The red car goes off the track. He definitely is going to have a slowdown penalty, which he decides to serve in the entry to Ascari. So here he's like really slow, and I decide to commit to try to make a move up the inside. But again, I wanted to like be respectful, you know, not crash us both, focus on getting a good exit and, you know, living another day. Which is also something you see the car behind me do here. He could put us 3 wide, but that would have definitely been a crash. He decides to back out, as you can see in the mirror.
All clear, all clear.
So, pretty good start so far. That's another position that I picked up. But just look at my mirror right now. This is not what you want to be seeing. In this moment, I thought my race was over. But I just, like, oh, hugging the white line. But luckily, they didn't hit me. Usually, 3 wide just ends in contact. Well, they hit each other. And the red car just sends it. Look at him up there. He doesn't even try to slow down. I think he might have a run on the car in front of him like 3 seconds up the road. Yeah, the stewards are going to need to get involved on that one. And they did get involved. He has a huge slowdown, which he decides to serve by just stopping in the middle of the road. When they hit, it clearly looked like they both had huge damage to me. But somehow, Eric Nerland, his car was fine. And then on the next lap, the car behind me had a really big run. I think he was on push to pass. And so I just decided to not defend that on the inside and just try to keep the position on the outside. But he brakes really late. It's been pretty much non-stop fighting in this race so far. So I just want to settle into a rhythm, focus on improving the lap time. And I'm sure I'll have another opportunity to pass these guys. Which I got a few laps later. The blue car gets all loosey-goosey through Ascari, and I just about make it around the outside. The next few laps, I was just slowly hunting down the car in front of me for a top 5 finish. And one thing that was a bummer was I forgot to map the button for overtake for this race. That could have been pretty useful there. But you can see he's defending. He's starting to feel the pressure. And we actually had a really great fight. I had another go at him into turns 1 and 2. I really could have used that overtake here. But yeah, shout out Eric Nerland, bro. We had an insane fight. Watch this.
Car on your left. Keep right there. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Clear on the left. You got one on your left. Still there.
Hello, chat. Let me get a good move in the chat for that. I thought I might be able to like pull away, but he actually got me right back on the next lap on the main straight. He had a big run. Again, I just didn't really want to like defend this too hard. The car in front of this guy is 12 and a half seconds up the road, and I'm not going to catch that in 2 laps. So it's important to realize this guy in front of me, this is my race. I'm going to have another chance to pass him, and so don't do something crazy over aggressive. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll send a dive bomb on him. No, I'm just kidding. But see, it's just important to make good decisions. Like, focus on getting good exits. See here, now I have a run on him, and it's not going to be enough to pass, but I can look to the inside, put some pressure, and you just keep doing these corners over and over, setting up some pressure, and that's how you eventually pass someone.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
But when you make a move, make sure you commit to it, like we do here into Ascari. That was nice. One on the inside, one on the outside. And then going into this corner, I'm going to show him the same respect he showed me. I'm not going to like move to the inside at the last second to defend, and then he backs out. And I really like racing people that are respectful like this. It just makes the series a lot more fun. Yeah, well, you're about to see the end of that. Look in the mirror here. All right, so we got bogeys, 6 o'clock, and they're both going faster than me. The one on the right of the screen is on overtake, which is like a boost button basically. And then the car directly behind me is in my slipstream. And I'm vulnerable, and I don't see this ending well. So I just decide to defend the inside. And my dream is that this guy who's directly behind me now backs out. But he doesn't. And in this moment, I know we're screwed.
One on your right. 3 wide, you're in the middle. Clear on the left. 2 wide there. All clear, all clear. They say you cut the corner.
That's it. That's our race. Look, if you want to go on the grass and be a hero, that's fine. But I gave him enough space here. Once I saw he committed to it. But then he hits me not only once, but twice, and I gave him the whole freaking track. And look, the car on the outside is on the white line, and I'm right next to the car on the outside. Like, we cannot be giving him any more space here. And he's still That's so annoying. That was such a good race. Anyways, chat, thanks for watching.